Okay, we have in this screen a sample of the spreadsheet for miscellaneous structures 700-1084. Let's talk about this. This is a blank form. Let us explore the thing. You will have mostly let me see. What you're gonna have is these gray cells. You will notice these gray cells. Those gray shaded cells indicate cells that you can input data. Okay, you can input any data here. I can input the project name. I can input numbers here. I can input contractor's name. I can input anything here. Okay, I can input inspector's name. All right. The same happening here. I can input peer or my sign structure, peer location. So the blank forms or the blank cells. I'm sorry, the blank cells or these white cells. There is nothing you can do there. You cannot input anything. Those are cells that either have formulas or have some kind of labeling here that we don't want you to disturb. So the only thing you can input data is in the gray cells. Okay. On this form, on this example, we have already filled some data. Okay. And this basic data that you see in the heading section, this portion here, is data that will be available in other spreadsheets, or for example here. So you don't have to type this thing again. It's just available, so you can input the names or whatever you have used in the past. Now, the reinforced spacers, this is already appeared. You don't have any choice. Whatever it is you input here in the first page is going to appear in this form again. Now, the reason actually in this form in the slurry testing is appears as an optional, and with a drop down you can input the names. Is because sometimes at least on conventional projects, the technician who does the slurry testing is not the same technician who does this inspection. Okay, this is done by a QC person from the contractor, that which is going to be different from this person. So that's why we decided to leave this not tightly linked, not automatically linked, because very likely the name will be different. In design build projects, it's very possible that this person is the same person who worked here, so, and is in the same project. So then it's optional, so he can input by the use of this drop down key. Okay, now you can see these little color tabs. Those represent independent spreadsheets. Okay, in addition to this spreadsheet that you see here, there is a bunch of hidden spreadsheets. In order to show what's in hidden, what spreadsheets are hiding, you just right click here, or here anyway, right click here, and you will see on the unhide, you will see all these available spreadsheets. These are optional, and for example, we got optional spreadsheets here for log. In case you have a very long shaft or excessive something that for some reason, or you have so many events that this form here was not enough for you, so there is an available drill shaft page in case you need to put more. Okay, maybe a form one you need to just click here. The same happens with the concrete pages. If you, for example, on the typical project we have for the first page 1, 2, 3, we got up to 10 trucks that you can input here for concrete. But if you got very long shafts, very big shafts, and you have more than you may need more concrete, then you just go to unhide, go to unhide concrete page 2, and then you got a second page for concrete. See that now? You got concrete 1 and then you concrete 2 as you continue filling this up. I mean, you need to go deeper than that, and you get up to concrete page 3. So in other words, you can input up to 40 trucks. So far, we have seen that this is, this should cover on the projects we have seen so far in the department. We have never required more than 40 trucks, so they should be okay. Anyway, if you get a special project and need more, then please contact us, and then we'll deal with that individually. There is also concrete curb. This is where you're gonna generate the curb. We will talk about it in more detail later on. But let's go back to the first page. Another thing that I want to call the attention is that you will notice these yellow blocks, these yellow shaded cells. Those are typically cells that contain some additional information or some hints. For those of you who don't like to read instructions, well, maybe this may be useful. And then, because for example there's a hint there, what are you supposed to do that, and what is that cell for? There's a hint there too. Here is telling you go, see casing illustration to see what do we call outside casing, or what do we call inside casing. Then enter, we got some instructions here. Enter the days of the casing. What else we have here? We got what is this reference elevation, and what is it doing? What do this code means? We'll talk about it later on. And so anyway, I do suggest you guys to go over this blocks, let you know when you're using these forms for the first time. Is useful to go through all these little yellow things that gives you some guidelines and additional hints.